Hello once again, fellow fleshy mammals. Today let's talk about that one map where we could play as the former president of the US of A and his beautiful Secretary of Defense, Robert McNamara. Oh, and this guy. And this asshole dictator, Fidel Castro. That's right, I'm talking about 5.
Power restored. We are now at DEFCON 1. Security lockdown.
Alright, for this video, I actually want to get into the map and what it offered in terms of gameplay and charm and even lore. I feel like I didn't cover Kino der Tone so well in terms of the map itself, but more about how it was just fun for me and what I liked about it. But in this video, I want to get into that as well, but in more detail. Well, as much as I can add at least. So let's begin this video, shall we? First, let's get into the charm and how you get to play this map. 5 was a simple, awesome Easter egg map that was added for fun and to challenge zombie players that wanted more of a challenge compared to its other fellow map that came with the game already and had way more space and was way more beginner friendly, Kino der Tone. The way you'd get to play this map was honestly pretty fun. You'd have to unlock it by finishing the campaign, like in World at War, or put in the cheat code to unlock everything. But finishing the campaign was way more cool. There was a better charm to it, almost like they just wanted us to get surprised again with another zombies experience, and that's awesome. But this map didn't only just bring a new zombies experience, no, but they also brought us a new zombies crew. And that was something surprising at the time, since the last time we played as a different crew other than the original crew would be since Nacht der Untoten and Verrückt. This new crew would just happen to be the president and his Secretary of Defense, along with Richard Nixon, and last but not least, Fidel Castro. And all of it's taking place in got too caught up in the moment and accidentally said White House, but any reference to the White House, I actually mean the Pentagon. Sorry about that. The White House of all places. Honestly, this map was just so awesome in concept and even in gameplay, in my opinion. It paved the way for one of the most iconic Call of Duty glitches, and well, say it with me guys, the table glitch. Now don't lie to me and say that not once have you not tried this glitch. It literally changed the way we played as kids a ton. And I remember always abusing this glitch as a kid and also having the blast trying to get both wonder weapons papped and getting the monkey bombs and just sitting up there on the table for endless of rounds. I'm definitely guilty of that. But this wasn't the only thing that gave the map charm, but also the idea of having its own boss. And man, this stupid scientist would always cause chaos across the map. Even if you played with friends or by yourself, this guy would just sponge your bullets and take your favorite weapon right before your eyes and before you could switch your weapons. And man, this map also rewarded you for killing the guy before you can snatch another gun with a new power-up, Bonfire Sale. And holy smokes, when I first got this, I remember everyone getting in line to pap their guns, and it was just as bad as the fire sale and destroyed a bunch of friendships. But it was all honestly a nice new power-up we never saw again until BO4, but that's another story. It wasn't just the glitches, the bosses, and the way you unlock this map that gave it entirely its charm, but also the atmosphere this map brought. I mean, when you first spawn in, you just hear your character's dialogue talking about the outbreak, and you're surrounded by these tables that tell the time of different countries. You just hear the clocks turning and showing different times, and are just surrounded by all this furniture from the White House, and that's awesome. And once you get into the elevator, that's right, there's an elevator. It takes you to the middle of the map, which just has enough space to run trains. But it's very easy to get cornered, so you don't really stay there that long. But then you take another awesome elevator and find power, and go out of your way to find the mystery box. And you find this pig. And you just explore the creepy laboratory that, well, probably had something to do with the outbreak, and experience the horrors of confined spaces. And once the rounds get harder and the zombies start piling up, the idea of not finding an exit in this map and hoping to escape the hordes of zombies and trying to end up in a safe spot was a feeling like no other map has done, at least in 5's level. And that is a reason why it was so charming. Alright, it's time for the gameplay. But if I'm honest here, there's not much to say other than the scenery has changed and the map is more cluttered and harder to get around without getting ganged on by zombies. The gameplay was rather a rocky slope when it came to the zombies community, due to the fact that people would get bored of it kind of quickly and the map would just be too hard for them. Either the case, it has cool teleporters that take you somewhere random, and oh look, there's a pig. That's cool, right? You could kill it if you're a monster, but also, hey, look, there's a new wonder weapon that, becomes useless after round 30. Okay, I understand as to why people would never play this map too much. There's only 3 floors in the map, and the middle floor just has just enough room for you to run trains and not get completely railed by the zombie hordes. At least the map let you listen to this awesome quote.
But I want it!
Yeah, now the game's perfect. But in all honesty, it brought us a fun and immersive experience we never thought we would have ever wanted. Playing in a government headquarters invaded by zombies? Well, sign me up. It technically was the first map that had the buildables, so how's that for awesome gameplay? But yeah, the layout of this map is still something that got players a bit puzzled when it came to surviving the high rounds. But overall, I'd say the gameplay was rather difficult to get adjusted to, but also fun at the same time. Alright, now comes the interesting part. Now, when it comes to lore, I'm not even sure what to say, other than they have probably died since the end of Black Ops 1, or even Black Ops 3. We never even hear anything mentioning them in BO4 in the map classified. So if anything else, I believe that they sadly died during the infestation. I feel like Treyarch didn't have any plans when it came to the crew lore wise, at least. They were just awesome characters to play in an otherwise other zombies map. But I do find it interesting that in the zombies menu, looking at the TV screen, you can see part of the map, and as you can see, there's scientists messing around with stuff before it all goes down the shitter, and they die. So if anything, I feel like they might have had a plan for them, but we just can't be too sure. I feel like overall, the map had some good things going for it when Black Ops 1 launched. It was that other map you could play when you've had your fill with Keener to Toten. It had a place with players for a while, until the DLC maps started making their presence. And that's when other players started forgetting about the map. Some others already hated the map overall, but you can't deny that this map doesn't deserve a spot in the most iconic side of zombies history. The fact that they could have just only included Keener to Toten and ended it with just that, but no, instead they went out of their way to give us another map just for the fun of it, which is very welcomed. The map has a special place in my heart for being one of the most funnest and most stressful maps I've played with friends and myself. Overall though, don't forget that this map brought us some of the most iconic one-liners, fun glitches to do, because well, just like Kino, this map made its own place in the hearts of other zombie players. It's not the best map by a long shot, but it is a fun one to visit now and then if you want a challenge. Thanks for getting this far into the video. I'll be doing Ascension next, and well, until next time, have a good day.